You ever notice when George thinks he's finally gotten the upper hand on Benny, Benny does something that completely ruins his life. You see, in this episode, Benny doesn't just get her revenge, she runs probably one of the pettiest scammy moves on George in the entire series. See, it all starts at work when they are celebrating Benny's anniversary because she's been at the company forever. But George brings out the props, he brings out the jokes, all in the name of humiliation. Humiliation specifically towards Benny. So after George basically makes fun of Benny's body, Benny runs off, but she doesn't run off defeated. No, feel like Benny honestly does this strategically. So they don't see Benny at work or even around the house for a few days when George starts to worry. It's Angie who obviously convinces George to go check in on Benny. And because Benny calls Angie to see if Angie can go deliver some painkillers to her because she's in pain. But she makes it very clear that she does not want to see George. So now George is feeling some type of way because he's thinking, what the heck, like my mom is never this extra. So he decides to take the painkillers to Benny to also check in on her and see if everything's okay. So when George gets to Benny's apartment, Gina answers, and it is probably one of the funniest scenes. Anytime Gina and George are on the same scene, it is just one of those moments where you have to stop what you're doing and just listen to the ridiculousness that Gina says. But she calls Benny over. Benny finally opens the door to reveal that she got two pretty huge upgrades. Obviously, George instantly panics because he's thinking, oh my goodness, I did not believe my comments would get to my mom this bad, but I also didn't realize my mom was this insecure. Now, Benny is obviously running this play of, I had to upgrade my chest because you made fun of it, and I am never going to be made fun of again. So while George is bending over backwards, making sure that Benny has everything she wants and needs because he feels bad, Benny is secretly playing him behind his back. You see, Benny never got surgery for her breast. She literally just asked for little fake silicones so that she can put as padding just so that she can get an idea of what she might want. And after George basically convinces Benny that she does not need that, Benny tells George, well, what am I gonna do? I have no more money to change them back. I'm stuck looking like this. And her fully knowing that George is gonna feel bad about it and is probably already feeling very guilty, convinces George without saying a single word to pay for the reversal surgery. So then they go to the doctor to basically get that breast reduction surgery. And it is here where George is convinced to get Botox. So they head back to the house, and basically Benny comes clean and tells them, well, my appointment is next week. George comes in and his face is all messed up, basically fully getting her revenge on George. But the episode's not over yet because Benny comes clean even more and shows them that her breasts are actually fake. So now she got extra money from George. She got the money she had saved up because she never actually used it for her breast augmentation surgery. And George was made to look stupid. And you see, this is why Benny is probably one of the most savage characters on the show. She could have just done something quick, but she realized George would never make fun of her again if she went this hard. And see, this episode proves something about Benny that not many people understand. And that's that she's not just mean, she's very calculated. Because every time George thinks that he got something on her, he also remembers that you don't beat Benny, you just survive her. I mean, George should basically know that. And honestly, this is probably one of the clearest examples that no matter how much George tries to outgrow Benny, Benny is just always 10 steps ahead of him. And sometimes the only thing more dangerous than her actions are literally just her silence. Also, who can forget when Vic sees them? You know what? Here you go.
Angie, got the wine. Ay, Dios mío.
As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, tell me how you guys are doing and I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.